Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Tally Pop Palmer and today I'm going to be talking about episode 3 of The Last of Us. Minor spoiler warnings today, guys. I'm not going to go full spoiler because this bit is a spoiler, but the ending was quite emotional. Beautiful but emotional as well. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, don't watch this until you've seen the episode. So basically we see Joel and Ellie going from previous episode 2, where they just lost Tess, and doing this 5-hour trek in order to meet a couple of fireflies, the Firefly group, and get Ellie into hopefully saving the world by doing this cure. The main focus of the story is about these two characters, Bill and Frank. Now I have watched a couple of other review videos because I didn't know how long the timeline was between these two people. So Bill and Frank basically, Frank falls into one of Bill's traps because Bill's sort of like a survivalist. So he's built all sorts of security systems and explosives and all that to keep out the infected. So Frank falls into one of his traps, and basically they end up having dinner together, and then they start forming this relationship. So what I didn't know was how long they'd been together for, so that's why I watched other people's videos, and apparently it's like, a couple of decades that their relationship was. So it must have been pretty much from straight at the beginning of the pandemic. You can correct me if I've got it slightly wrong, but that's what I'm just going off other people's videos. So basically the whole episode just features around Bill and Frank, about how they grew together as a couple, trying to fix up the town, by painting, cutting the grass, that sort of thing. Yeah, on a stormy night, one time in their relationship, there was a really stormy night, and then just fireballs just explode. And I'm thinking, are they being raided? But I believe that was the infected trying to come in. So, they put a stop to it. I believe one of them get injured. I believe Bill gets injured. So, yeah, Bill gets injured. So, Frank's having to take care of him. And they tried to make friends. Bill and Frank tried to make friends outside their group, but Bill's not exactly happy with it. So, but no, they tried to fix up the town. They tried to make friends. In the end, they get married and they have a nice dinner. Now, I'm not going to go too much further into their story because it is quite sad. Beautiful how they did it, quite tastefully done. If you know what I mean. But Joel and Ellie end up coming on to finding Bill's place, and they've left a note saying you can take what you need, because Ellie's reading it to Joel, because I don't think he wants to read it himself. So she's reading it, but she stops, halfway through a sentence, and I'm thinking, what was that end of the sentence going to be? Because he takes a note from her and starts reading it, but I'm not exactly sure what the end of the note said. I think maybe it was, I don't know, maybe to Tess, about Tess or his daughter in the first episode. I have no idea. So if someone can let me know, I will also try and do a bit more research in order to find out what was in that note, but I might not be lucky to find that out. So if you can let me know, that would be great. And the episode ends with Joe and Ellie. Ellie secretly nicked a gun from Bill's place. She puts it in her rucksack quite quick before Joel comes in and sees her. So she's now got a gun because all she's been wanting from episode 1 and 2 is a gun. Now she has a gun. But it ends with Joel and Ellie just driving away, trying to get to this next destination with the fireflies. And yeah, she's never been in a car before, and so she says, oh, it's like a spaceship, because it must be really big for her, because she's never been in a car, she's never been in a plane, because she makes fun of Joel saying, you've been in the sky, and that's brilliant. And I'm just thinking, you know, to grow up and not know these things, I mean, it must be quite fascinating, but also, you know, a bit sad as well, because, like, you've never known this other world. So, there wasn't too much action in this episode, guys, so, but it was still a good episode, but it was mainly just focusing on, Bill and Frank's relationship. Obviously, there was a little bit of, Joel and Ellie to begin with, and at the end, but I would give this, episode, I'm going to give it about a 4.5, because I like the action bits from, episode 1 and 2, but to me, it wasn't a bad episode, so don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad episode. It was more heart-wrenching, you know, just what happened to Bill and Frank. So I've lowered the score a little bit, but it was still a fantastic episode, so I really enjoyed it. Of course, we had no cutscene from the beginning of the episodes, because obviously episode 1 and 2 had sort of like backstories, how it all began, so we didn't get one in episode 3, but obviously stay tuned to past the credits, because we find out a little bit of a trailer of what episode 4 is going to include. So yeah, I'm going to sign off, guys. Hopefully you like this review. Sorry if it was a bit all over the place, but I've literally just come off the episode. So I will see you all next time, and take care, and hope you all have a good weekend. Oh wait, it's Monday. Sorry guys, I'm thinking it's Friday for some reason, but no. Have a good week, that's what I meant to say. And I'll see you next time. Bye.